poppin', man?
What's poppin', bro? So, starting off with some community shout-outs. We got Elizabeth Suggs. She's an author, publisher, and editor. You can find her at www.editmewith2es.com. She also has a publishing package that goes along with it. You can check that out on the site.
Mm-hmm. She's been on the show quite a few times. Towards the beginning, I think she was in a couple times in the first season and maybe once or twice in the second season as well. Fantastic author. I'm in contact with her, trying to get her back on. So definitely go check her out.
Next up, I have Chris Foster. Poetry Roots presents a new poetry book, and that's said to be released here soon, coming up mid-August sometime. There's not a specific date out yet, but definitely look forward to that. PR Infidel. She's been on the show numerous times. We actually just had her on a few episodes ago. She has a new book coming out soon called The Spirits of Suddenly.
Yes. And actually, The Spirits of Suddenly is coming soon. You can go and check out some information on it on her website and on Amazon as well, along with her other books, Tales of American Idiocy and Conspiracy Crew, The End is Meow. This is a new series, new IP, so to speak. I don't want to spoil too much. Again, go check it out. Go read the description and go check out PR Infidel. But can I just say, that's a baller-ass cover. That's why I'll show it to you guys, because that's a baller-ass cover. I'm really digging that.
All right. Next up, we got Beelzy Judas Montgomery. She's got a couple books out. One of them is Hive Mind of Maggots, and the other is Nightgowns and Other War Memorabilia. You can find those both out on Amazon. She has also been, I'd say, a longtime member of the community. She's been on the show quite a lot.
Since the beginning, for real. Yep.
She also has her own poetry page on Facebook called Beelzy Poetry, and that's BELZIE Poetry. So definitely go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, I have Dylan Carter. He's an MC/rapper. He goes by the name of D/Bo or Debo. You can check out the latest interview on the Franchise Report on YouTube. Also, September 20th in Nashua, New Hampshire, he'll be at The Spot. Eastman Records is hosting a show there that he's going to be part of as well. And he also has his newest single is called Free Snow, and that was released this past April.
Yeah, no, definitely shout out Dylan. He's someone I got in contact with through shout out Mel, my old counselor in the Orion house. So she messaged me like a long time ago and kind of put me onto him. I got into contact with him. He's been kind of super busy making music this past year or two, going out, doing events, but I'm definitely going to get him on the show soon. He's definitely got some bars, and I always love local New Hampshire talent. So
absolutely.
Definitely shout out Dylan.
Shout out the Orion House and Granite Hill.
Yeah, shout out Orion House and Melanie. Melanie's been on the show before too, actually. Melanie has one of the only 3 poems on the show in Lost Boys history to actually make me cry. Very deep piece. Shout out Mel. Shout out Dylan. Get Mel back on the show and definitely get Dylan on the show soon. Next
up, I wanted to give a few shout outs to some of our longtime community members. One of them is Laurelyn Sant. She continuously posts a ton of stuff on her Facebook and her TikTok and all her accounts. She does art, but a lot of it is poetry and writing and stuff like that. Another one is Desi Lou. She's been a past guest 2, maybe 3 episodes ago. She has also been posting a lot as well. And she also has her own podcast called The Immersive Experience on YouTube. So definitely go check that out. And last but not least, James Hamilton. He will be at the OCA Arts Center in Missouri, open mic, December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So definitely go check that out as well. And
he'll be touring LA in September, all of the big venues. And he also has what's called a busker pass for Santa Monica Boulevard, which gives an artist the license to basically loiter on the street and perform without getting a loitering charge or something like that.
Right.
So yeah, make sure if you guys are in the LA or Santa Monica area, make sure you guys go check him out in September.
Cool. That's all I had for community shout-outs. I don't know if there was anything else that you wanted to add before I start breaking into music.
No, I had just a couple for music when we get there, but I think that about covers it for community shout outs. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So moving into music, starting off, I got Shine Down. They just put out 3 singles, Killing Fields, 365, and Dance Kid Dance. Those were all released July 15th. Suicide Boys, the Kingdom Come album, released Friday, August 1st. Crispy D, his new album called Manic, that just released as well on August 1st. Ren, Vincent's Tale Self-Portrait, that single just released Thursday, July 31st. Austin Williams, Somebody Single EP, that released also on Friday, August 1st. Dax, Man I Used to Be single, released August 1st as well. And then I have Nev, Heaven or Hell. That single released Wednesday, July 30th. He's also put out a few other singles already this year. And he's somebody that I'm following for a long time as well. Hardy has a new single called Bottomland that released Friday, August 1st. But he also has a new album coming out September 26th called Country Country. And that single Bottomland is off of that album. So I'm definitely eager for that. Bailey Zimmerman has 2 singles, Chevy Silverado and Coming In Cold, both released Friday, August 1st. He also has a new album coming out August 8th. So I believe that's 2 days from recording here tonight. And that album is going to be called Different Night, Same Rodeo. Then Bush has a new album called I Beat Loneliness, and that released July 18th. And then Pointless Culture, which I want to make a note, we are actively trying to get them on the show, so stay tuned for that.
So Pointless Culture, I will just say, the last video I edited, now I sit kind of by myself, either in my room or in my living room, and go over all the shows and edit them. During my last session of editing, I played their new album on repeat. Fucking fantastic. They're from New Hampshire. Fantastic fucking band. I love finding local talent, like I said. Definitely go check them out.
That album is called Better Off Dead, and that released July 25th.
Yeah. I will just say I am so excited to have a rock band on the show finally. But actually, stay tuned because there's a couple rock bands that we're in contact with about coming on the show. But yeah, definitely stay tuned for Pointless Culture on LostBoys Cypher Circle.
And then I believe we had mentioned it in previous episodes, but 2 days time from recording tonight on August 8th, MGK's new album called Lost Americana is coming out. And then I have Slipknot, the Slipknot 25th anniversary edition. That'll be released September 5th. So that's a couple of months out, but definitely stay tuned for that as well. Kid Cudi, Free album. That will be released on August 22nd. So that's coming up here in, I believe, 2, maybe 3 weeks.
To clarify, the album is called Free, but it will cost money.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Spotify. Free album, like
Spotify. So then next up we have 21 Pilots. Their new album will be released September 12th, and that album name is called Breach.
And honestly, real quick, I love 21 Pilots. They're seriously underrated. Love that fucking band. And Pointless Culture, I have not yet to ask them because we've yet to have them on the show, but it sounds like they had a lot of inspiration from 21 Pilots in their musical. So if you guys like 21 Pilots, you'll definitely probably vibe with the Pointless Culture band we mentioned as well.
Cool. Demon Jones for more of our country rap. Road to Heaven album that'll be released August 22nd. Next up, I have Hailstorm again on August 8th. Their new album called Everest will be released, and then Rise Against Ricochet that'll be released August 15th. And Dune Moss, which is somebody that I personally just discovered pretty recently. I mentioned it on, I believe, the last episode. She has a new single that released July 30th, and that's called Weird Fishes. Chris Hosier has an album that released July 11th called Still Paving. And then somebody that I'm sort of in contact with, she actually privately messaged me the other night. She is a pretty small-time artist, but she's definitely has a very powerful and beautiful voice. And that's Rin, capital R, capital I, capital N. You can find her on Spotify, and her newest single was released July 11th, and that's called "I'll Stay." So definitely go check her out as well.
Hell yeah.
And that's what I got for music, Bob.
Yeah, so before we end our What's Poppin' here, Hazel Bloom, he does emo, alt, pop rock. He's from Worcester, Mass, which again is very local to kind of where we are in New Hampshire. And then for my more poppy girls out there, Caroline Dare, who is also giving out her album for free as long as you cover the shipping costs. And she is more of the Taylor Swift type music. So definitely go check her out. And yeah. That about concludes our What's Poppin' segment for the night.